Hopefully this shit is recording. Oh, check. Alright, look, this shit recording. What is good, Georgie? Today we back with another banger video. I'm kind of been slacking on the videos, but I'm supposed to be uploading back-to-back bangers, but I ain't been going too long, you know what I'm saying? Probably like a day or two. But look, we gonna watch some real action-packed shit. Some real action-packed shit. A nigga getting pistol whipped, possibly. I don't even know, because I ain't watched the video yet. I just read the titles. And then I put it on the screen with y'all niggas, man. So, we gonna get into it without further ado. Make sure y'all... Get that out. Make sure y'all got... Back again. Alright, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Do all that extra shit. Follow me on Instagram. And without further ado, let's jump straight into the video.
Politically or ideologically motivated violence is some of the most dangerous stuff that you might have to protect yourself from.
Damn, I ain't got my speaker in the mouth.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Active Self-Protection channel. I am so grateful that you have joined us for today's educational lesson. I am your host, the founder and president of Active Self-Protection, John Correa. Today's video comes to us from Mogadishu in Somalia. Today's video is brought to us by 360 Hazardous Cleanup, your trusted resource for trauma, biohazard, and environmental cleanup and remediation.
Everyday people encounter these unimaginable scenarios of tragedy. We specialize in crime scene and trauma accident.
If you're in mayor's office here in Mogadishu, and you can see they're impersonating government soldiers. These guys are part of a crew that have taken over the mayor's office here in Mogadishu, and you can see they're impersonating government soldiers, but they're not. Now, these two guys here are, what they are is guards that are assigned to the mayor's office, and there are a couple of them, and you can see they're armed with handguns, and they're going to get after these guys, and the first guy's going to come up the stairs here, and they're going to get after him with their pistols. Now, you're going to see, again, you're talking about a fight, pistols against AKs, and so they're going to exchange some rounds, and at least one of the rounds of our guards is going to find its home. So you're going to see these guys come back up this way a little bit. Our guards are trying to figure out where the heck they are, and obviously here these are not like hollow core little crappy interior walls. I think this is a block building because it seems like it's stopping bullets. And what's going to happen here is you're going to watch again. I sped it up for the sake of time. They're going to come up, see this guy again, and get some more shots at him. But he's going to make it around there. He's clearly wearing some kind of like ballistic protection on his vest here. And you can see him. He's kind of got his rifle kind of like cradled in his arms. Got backup here as well. But if you're paying attention, you can see he is dripping blood pretty dang good out of one of his arms. And that is major arterial bleeding. Now, again, going to watch here now top right. You're going to see our guard who is going to fire over. There's a little bit of overlap over what we just saw. He's going to fire down at these guys, and then he's going to retreat up this hallway, trying to kind of keep away from these guys. Both the guards are going to retreat up the hallway, and I'm going to let you watch this.
This is like the Terminator coming for you. It get real serious. I'll be... Shit, it'll be hard to hide, hopefully. I don't know. You got to bust it out, though. They walking them niggas down with guns. So I don't know what to do. You just gotta keep on shooting
at its regular speed. So now our bad guys are coming up here. To go read the news stories that I've linked in the description, what has happened here is they ended up, I think, killing 6 of these insurgents in this series of attacks. They're known to do this kind of stuff with regularity. This is an Al-Qaeda-backed group that does this all the time there in Somalia. So now you're going to see the second guy show up. He is not right this second bleeding that I can see, but the first guy you can see, he left a trail of blood. He is badly injured. I don't even know if he knows it, quite frankly. So that guy's going to kind of just shoot through this office way a little bit. I don't know if there's any people in there that are taking those shots or if he's just kind of firing randomly and indiscriminately. But, you know, again, watch what goes down here. It's going to get even crazier. These guys are going to kind of end up pulling grenades out of their stuff. They're going to pull like a little bottle grenade out there and start futzing around with that. And eventually they're going to start employing those grenades. I'm not even joking about that. So you see them kind of go around the corner and try to figure out what the heck they're doing. And we're going to cut over now back. I'm not even joking there and start futzing around with that. And eventually they're going to start employing those grenades. I'm not even joking about that. So you see them kind of go around the corner and try to figure out what the heck they're doing. And we're going to cut over now back over to the guards, who are just a little bit farther down the hallway here. As these guards are headed out, you can see one head into the left, into the door there. The other one's still futzing around with his gun. We're going to talk about that his gun is seriously having some problems. He is going to run off down the right, and now watch our dudes come back, our insurgents. They're going to come back now. This door that's on our left, you're going to see this guy come up, and this is our injured guy here. He is trying to figure out what's going on. He can't get into the door. As soon as he opens his arm up there, you can see he's badly injured. That's where the major arterial bleeding's coming from, and he's just going to shoot through the door, and that is eventually just going to wear a porthole in that door. He's going to get it open. I don't know if he ended up getting that guard or not, or if that guard was able to get him. But now watch what goes down. It's going to be difficult to see here. They're going to kind of back up out of there, and then he's going to toss one of the grenades down in here, and then they're going to back up. 3, 2, 1, kablooey here in just a second. And you're going to see them here. Oh, sorry, I was a little bit early on that. You're going to see them look at it again and like, what am I going to do here? No, okay, fine. Now we're going to see the grenade come into play here in just a sec, as they just toss it down the hallway. Boom. Trying to figure out what the heck is going on with them. That's the first.
The commentary is killing me though. That nigga says they just toss it down the hallway. Yeah, what else you gonna do with the grenade? You gotta toss that motherfucker.
Grenade attack I've ever seen, that we've ever had on the channel of any kind. And I don't know or think that anybody got injured in that, because again, I'm pretty sure this entire building is built out of masonry, so I'm not so sure that that's going to do anything. I think they definitely see that there's a guy in there, and they're trying to figure out, can I kill this guy here? Can I get rid of this security guard? And get another grenade in there. Again, they ended up taking out 6 of these insurgents. 16 people were injured in this event as well. There are a number of lessons out of this one. I just want to say here in the mid-roll that I believe the right to self-defense is a universal God-given right. So it is not dependent upon being a citizen of the United States in any way. All people all over the world have the right to protect.
I don't really care what dude talking about. We gonna have to get back into the video.
Okay, you got a bunch of guys coming in with rifles. What are you gonna do? You only have your pistol on you. Well, if I'm security in this kind of environment, I want to have rifles available to me for sure. But if all I've got's a pistol, okay, I can win a fight with a pistol against a rifle if I know I'm good. But the first thing I really want to say here is, remember, your first shot is your best shot. We see this all the time on defensive encounters, and I absolutely think here in this kind of event as well, they have the drop on this guy. He is absolutely not paying close attention, not aiming his rifle up at him. And if they have skill with their pistol, this one, at least this particular bad guy, never comes into play again, because I wouldn't necessarily put one in his chest because he's wearing that body armor. It gets stopped by stuff. I don't know what level of armor he has underneath it, but the bottom line is that I wouldn't put one in the armor. I would put one in his head, and headshot totally justified here in every capacity.
You said you'll pick what? It get really wicked. This is the real. I mean, we might have to react to some rap music, because this is some real drilling shit. This is some Somalian warfare. I don't know what's going on. I'm not educated on the topic. I don't even know why they were in the building. What's going on in Somalia? Somebody let me know.
You know, a shot is a shot when you shoot somebody, but you better have the skills to do that here at about 10 yards, and quite frankly, the average concealed carrier doesn't. So if you can't say for certain that you could under stress, then you better start training, friends. You better get out there and get going after it. But you can win against a rifle-wielding attacker. You just have to have the skills to do so, the attitude that can back that up, and a plan to be ahead at the end of the day. Now, again, these guys, I don't think are highly trained professionals, and you can tell that here. He's trying to get his gun in the fight, but he's using one hand on the gun, and so again, he's kind of holding on and then using one hand on the gun, and he's not having super great success with that. 2 hands on the gun is the way. He also, I am 99.99% positive here, has a malfunction with this gun. Can't tell you enough. Now, again, you're in Somalia. I can't tell you what kind of equipment that you're getting in terms of issued equipment, what's available, those kinds of things. In my world, and what my recommendation for all of us is please make sure that you have quality equipment, that it's thoroughly vetted, that you know that it's reliable, because you don't want to have these kinds of malfunctions in the moment. You want to know how to clear them if God forbid they happen, and they can happen, but you don't want to end up having them because you've got crappy equipment or you got an unlubed gun or you haven't maintained it, those kinds of things, right? Make sure that your equipment works. It's very thoroughly vetted, and it takes me at least 500 rounds to do that with a new pistol, and then make sure it's lubed at the very least, right? Now this guy's coming up. I want you to recognize he's badly hurt, right? He is bleeding profusely, and yet he's still a deadly threat. Now that bleeding is coming out of his arm, and just because you hit him doesn't mean he's down. You got to shoot him until he's done fighting, not till you think he's done fighting, till he thinks he's done fighting. Now, I actually like that these guys are giving ground in the moment, finding themselves places of opportunity in order to better protect themselves and have a better place where they are in charge rather than the bad guys being the ones that determine where the encounter is happening. So finding those places to launch counter ambushes where perhaps you have cover is very, very wise. But what it really looks like to me here is these guys with the pistols feel like, man, I am just fighting kind of a flanking action to get everyone out. And maybe that's their strategy. And if so, maybe that's effective. But I think the most effective strategy here is, nope, I'm going to put a bullet in this guy's face so that he doesn't shoot at me anymore. And that comes, again, from an attitude that says, nope, with a pistol, I beat this guy with a rifle all day, every day. I'm not going to put one in his arm. That's not going to stop him for minutes and minutes and minutes. I'm going to put one in his face, so then that way I know I've got the skills that I can do that, and I'm better with my gun than he is with his. I think clearly it's pretty clear here that our guys with the rifle are not highly skilled, and that's what we've seen again and again and again in real encounters, that active killers like this, terrorists like this, are not highly skilled with their firearms. We've never seen kind of the varsity team show up, and thank God for that. But even if the varsity team shows up, guess what? If you're varsity as well, if you know how to play and you know how to, hey, I am real.
Yeah, bro. It get real wicked in Somalia. That's all I know from that. Stay safe. That's all I really got to say. Stay safe.